Hi everyone, Pastor Rachel here. Welcome back to my channel where we spend a few moments investing in ourselves, investing in community, and investing in God through acts of prayer, devotion, and reflection. Today I want to share a poem with you from one of my favorite poets, and it's one of her most famous poems as well. And I think I'm just diving right into it because it honest to goodness speaks for itself. I have a short reflection afterwards, but there's really not a lot that I can say about it that it can't say for itself. And so today I'm going to read a poem written by Mary Oliver called Wild Geese. So will you please join me in this reading? You know, it's sometimes always really good to put your feet sturdy on the floor. Release your shoulders. Sometimes they tense up toward our ears, so release your shoulders. If you sit with your feet on the floor, you can open up your hands toward the sky and lay them on your knees and just be in a receptive pose. So may we hear this poem called Wild Geese. You do not have to be good. You do not have to walk on your knees for 100 miles through the desert repenting. You only have to let the soft animal of your body love what it loves. Tell me about despair, yours, and I will tell you mine. Meanwhile, the world goes on. Meanwhile, the sun and the clear pebbles of the rain are moving across the landscapes, over the prairies and the deep trees, the mountains and the rivers. Meanwhile, the wild geese high in the clear blue air. They are heading home again. Whoever you are, no matter how lonely, the world offers itself to your imagination, calls you like the wild geese, harsh and exciting, over and over, announcing your place in the family of things. It feels like the world is falling down. This poem is an incredibly soothing reminder that not only reconnects us to nature and shifts our mindset from being in the house, which a lot of us are, but shifts it and brings us out into nature. But the image of the flying geese, we're meant to feel like we are lifted like those geese, lifted up into the sky and flying free and making beautiful, harsh, exciting noises and moving in community and not moving alone. That even in this time, even though we've been in this time for quite a many weeks at this point, it's still a tough time. It's still lonely, and there is still anxiety, and there's still uncertainty, and those feelings still remain true, even though we've maybe gotten a little bit used to quarantine. But we still have the ability to lift off like the geese and fly into the air. We can still be carried up on the wings of God and lifted up even when we are feeling like we're stuck to the ground. Let this poem lift us. Let this poem carry us. Let us use it like a prayer. You know what? I think I'm going to read it again as our closing from this space together, from this opportunity of investing in ourselves and investing in community and investing in God, because God is ever so present in these words. So hear this poem, Wild Geese, one more time. You do not have to be good. You do not have to walk on your knees for 100 miles through the desert repenting. You only have to let the soft animal of your body love what it loves. Tell me about despair, yours, and I will tell you mine. And, meanwhile, the world goes on. Meanwhile, the sun and the clear pebbles of the rain are moving across the landscape, over the prairies and the deep trees, over the mountains and the rivers. Meanwhile, the wild geese, high in the clean blue air, they are heading home again. Whoever you are, no matter how lonely, the world offers itself to your imagination, calls you like the wild geese, harsh and exciting, over and over, announcing your place in the family of things. May we go in peace this day, and may we go lifted in goodness and lifted in God during this time. May we be carried up a lot like the geese. May we know that we are loved and beloved. It's all this that I lift into God's merciful and mighty hands this day. Have a wonderful evening, and I will see you tomorrow. Many blessings.